It was like a nightmare, and it's pain for me because nobody wants to die too fast.
Wow, what you're wearing is so fancy. You shouldn't have dressed up for my top 10. But welcome everybody to my top 10 best thriller anime. My name is Misty/Kanexia, and for your enjoyment today, I've dug up some of the most suspense-filled anime I could find. Now, I'm going into this list with the premise that you, the viewers, are looking for some of the rarest and best gem available in the hope that you leave this video with something new to watch. There's obviously the classic available as always, but I'll aim for novelty. I'm sure you can understand that. God, this song is so good. Can we listen to it for a while?
Can be afraid, it's time after time. So once again, I'm hiding in my room.
Alright, sorry. On with the list.
お前、麻雀がわかるのか？
いや、全然。ただ、今気配が死んでいた。背中に勝とうという強さがない。ただ助かろうとして。
Number 10, Akagi. Is Akagi the worst anime on this list? No, absolutely not. So why is it ranked number 10? Because it's a very elitist anime. Akagi is a show about mahjong, and it's not the kind of mahjong you find on the iPhone store. Tell you that. Real Japanese mahjong. It's a gambling game with very complicated rule and a setup that is very hard to follow, if you've never heard of it before. And even if you do know about mahjong, then maybe the art style will throw you off. It's very uncommon. But beyond that, it's an amazing psychological story about Akagi, a teenager who has a knack for playing mahjong and risking his life along the way. So if that's your type of stuff, then definitely check it out.
その時、全くノーマークの下茶が実はテンパっていた。町はハツとリャンピン。
違う、綾瀬が犯人のはずない。ないんだ。綾瀬、ロケット完成した。
すごい、やったね翔太。
うん。それでもしロケットがちゃんと飛んだら俺と。
Number 9, Shigofumi. Shigofumi is such an overlooked wonder. It's a story about a mailman, well, a mail lady, a mail carrier, let's call it that, named Fumika and her talking staff. However, her mail is very unique. It's not your everyday letter that finds their way into Fumika's hand, but the last words of the dead that could never get carried out. So now Fumika is on the task of delivering those final words to the living, giving some peace of mind to the living. When I look at the show, I feel a strong connection to the Shin Megami Tensei ambience. They're most likely not related, but if you like their stuff, you'll enjoy this too.
行こう、綾瀬。こんな奴の相手を。
こりゃすごい手が出たな。
一気に形勢が逆転したんじゃないか。
シオンにこんな手がさせるなんて。
安岡さんの勝負。
Number 8, Shion no O. Just like Akagi was about mahjong, Shion no O is about shogi. Shogi is basically a Japanese version of chess with some slight variants. When she was a little girl, Shion witnessed her parents get brutally murdered in front of her, and the murderer challenged her to a game of shogi. Her only way out of this was to keep silent and forget everything about that night. Because that's what murderers do, so they kill your parents. Several years later, as Shion now become an outstanding shogi player, and bits of memory slowly come back to her. The art style is very unique, but if you like suspenseful show, definitely give it a try.
名人の指した手を。
シオン。
心配するな。
Number 7, Paranoia Agent. Paranoia Agent is one of my all-time favorite. It's a mix of suspense and spookiness, all wrapped up in one crazy clusterfuck. Even the intro is incredibly unsettling with all these creepy face laughing. The story is about an elementary school kid who goes around with his golden bent baseball bat. That's a lot of bees. And he attacks people. There's two detectives that tries to catch him and stop him from harassing people, but they soon find out they're in way over their head. I can't stress enough how unsettling this show is. If you want something that will have you biting your nails off, that's the show to watch. Number 6, Gary Zero. Gary Zero is an oddball. It's an extremely good show, but I can see 1,000 reasons why it wouldn't fit everyone's taste. It came out in 2008 with 12 episodes, so it's very short and it mostly stands out as a prequel to the manga Gray. Meaning that if you really like the anime, if you want to know anything else about the franchise, you most likely have to pick up reading. And God knows how much reading sucks. Anyhow, the basic plotline revolves around the Japanese Ministry of Defense and their anti-paranormal special forces. Lots of fancy words, but basically there's a lot of ass-kicking involved.
Natsuki! Natsuki! Kuso!
アリス、ジョータ、覚悟はいいな。
ちょっと待ってくれ。
答えは30よ。
Number 5, Alice in Borderland. The odds are you haven't seen this one, unless you're like the 1%, but statistically, that's very unlikely. So if you're ever bored, or maybe you want to look it up, Alice in Borderland is a 3-episode only OVA of 23 minutes. Added together, they rack up hardly an hour, so I'm sure you can spare that much time to looking it up, especially if you enjoy survival type of anime. Now I got your attention. The story is about a group of young teenagers who get transported in another world, and they have to play a deadly game with puzzles and, most importantly, survive the whole thing. It came out in October 2014, so it's really fresh. I'm sure you're all gonna enjoy it. Number 4, Owari no Seraph. When it comes down to the definition of thriller, it can get a tiny bit shady. So in the case of Owari no Seraph, I'll take the widest definition just cause I feel like talking about it and it's my show, so sit back down. This show is very suspenseful. It keeps you on the edge of your seat as soon as the first episode starts. This anime is not kidding around. However, keep in mind it's currently airing, and at the moment there's only 5 episodes out. If you hate waiting for episodes release, wait until the fall season, when everything's gonna be out. The story is about a young boy who lives in a city who gets overtaken by a virus. Vampire then kidnaps the kids, and you'll see, the rest is quite bloody. Number 3, Denpateki na Kanajo. Denpateki na Kanajo is an overwhelming experience. It's very short, only 2 episodes of 42 minutes, give or take. But wow, does it carry you? The story is about a rebellious high schooler named Juzawaju, who's your everyday delinquent. One day, a girl approached him, claiming she knew him in a past life. Weird alert. And she starts to stalk the ever-loving fuck out of him. Eventually, the main character gives in when one of their classmates gets murdered, and they decide to work together to find the killer. This is another very stressful anime that holds much fun to it and is very underrated.
お前
これが付近に落ちていました。
落ち葉の雨。
座るんだよ。いいかお前ら、よく見ておけよ。
Number 2, Rainbow Nisha Rokubu no Chichinin. Clearly this show deserved the first spot. Out of thousands of anime, I think it's one of the best, not only in thrillers, but all around. Rainbow is about a bunch of teenagers who are inmates in a reformatory school. Shit gets dark real fast. The story revolves around the 17 who are building a friendship inside those walls. While the title is called Rainbow, you'll notice the ambience is everything but colorful. The whole show will keep you tense under pressure and you'll roll down 26 episodes in a heartbeat. Definitely end up skipping in your sleep schedule. I can promise you this.
Yeah. やっぱ可愛い。
あと3分だ。自家発電が稼働して電源復旧するまで26分。
了解。
間取りは覚えたな。
俺に言ってんの？
And finally, spot number 1, Zankyo no Terror. The only reason Zankyo no Terror is above Rainbow is because I think it reached out to more people. They're equally as thriller-filled, stressful, and psychologically intense, but I believe a lot more people will enjoy this one. It's more action-packed, it has a much faster pace, and the story got such a wide appreciation that you almost need to be spiteful to dislike it. Nonetheless, it's about terrorism in an alternate version of Tokyo, where you follow Sphinx, a clandestine entity who's about to wreck shit up. So that does it for this week's list. If any of these seems appealing, make sure you look them up, they're all amazing shows. Do you enjoy the music that's playing in the background? The songs were created by my very good friend Isis Vasconcelos.
Now it's strange for me. I could see your face, I could hear your voice. Remember the day we met, and it's pain for me.
She's a wonderful singer that does cosplay music videos, so I thought you guys would be the best crowd to appreciate her content. If you enjoy her work, make sure you check out her YouTube, and if you can help, she also has a Patreon that could benefit from a lot more supporters. I'm sure you all know how hard it is to make it as a musician, so every penny is definitely appreciated.
Oh, give me your strength. Our lives are so short. Song for the reluctant hero.